Hello and welcome. Good morning to another stream. Hi Kiki, hi Travesty. It's the best jokes from France. Let's go, Zhao, says Yomi AOE. And the man himself spams some emotes before starting the draft, so shall we? Zhao, the mighty Zhao, fighting for his Division 5 life. He is very excited for the playoff, I think. He wants a winner interview. I'm not sure what's more important to him, to get a winner interview or to stay in Division 5. But he wrote me and he said in chat yesterday that he wants me to cast, so I just for me to force me to interview him or something? Does that make sense? Zhao goes for Shoals, Serengeti and Sunburn from the man. Do the interview anyways? No, I told him he needs to earn it. So I can't go back on that now. And he picks Shiz as well. I can do one with you and ask you about wood prices. But I already did that when we were on voice, so... that has been done too. Just not in public. We start on runestones, so we can go back to sleep and we will go back live for game number 2. Kappa. Oh no, I have to... True, it also kind of means no trust. Zhao, focus on your series, man. You're in the safe draft right now. I will show it from the start. So we're waiting on the match a bit, but... You're not supposed to hear all my wisdom. My wisdom so far consisted in I don't want to watch runestones. But you're still not supposed to listen to it, I think. Well, we're here for the Zhao content. I guess Zhao is always here for the content as well. Not sure how well you can understand me. I haven't slept that well. I did win Franks with the Saracens yesterday. Man banning hyper random. The true crime, actually. So Zhao, Fess, and Trolls. I don't think I've cast many Zhao games. Everybody was always casting them away before I could. And he always played so early in the weekends, so I don't think I've cast much of Zhao in the division. Let's take a look at the brackets, actually. So how did the Zhao do? Not too well. 2 points only! Oh god! Abysmal! Took 1 game of Tusky. And got clapped by everybody else? Or no, he must have had 1 other game. Took 1 game of Rodney, actually. Won the division, so that's at least something. Rodney and Yomi were tied, but obviously I think I did watch Rodney win against Yomi with a reverse sweep. That was really impressive. Rodney won Vietnamese on hyper random every time, I think. And then if we come to man, that was the cast with Xardas where we did all the man jokes in the triplet with Orko and Mighty Space Fruit, where everybody beat everybody. Man did okay in that, but lacked a 4-1 win. Just lost 3-2 and won 3-2, so a very tight maps won and maps lost. He got 2nd place, gets to play for advancement against the Zhao here, so let's take a look at the Civ draft. What are your predictions, guys? Eisen seems to think that Zhao will lose, by Zhao's own interpretation of Eisen's words. JVC think he's the man, so he thinks there will be no contest, because if Zhao is the man, how can he fight the man? And Spaden asks if Zhao is pumped. Maybe that... But Zhao didn't answer, so maybe that makes it hard for Spaden to predict something, because he doesn't know if Zhao is pumped or not. No Malay today. We saw them Very well used by Failey yesterday. Won't see that today. So impactful ban here on the melee. Sven doesn't think he's pumped, so he's also favoring the man then. Coffee, yeah, they are direly needed. Crazy Joe, what are you awake already? Isn't it like the middle of the night for you? He's wasting energy in the chat here, not locked in. Exactly. Does Zhao have a locked in mode though? I don't think if we go by that meme, the banks should give him any credit. He's always in the lofty heights in his mind. And somebody had a spreadsheet here. Oi, oi, big pause between admin bans and day events. Zhao didn't strike me as the guy who has spreadsheets, but apparently does. Or maybe man does. But du bist hier, ich bin hier. Well, that sounds something like you could carve into a tree somewhere in a rural area in Germany where our romance once started, Joe. Speaking of romance, the band! Ah. And Zhao doesn't like gunpowder, apparently. Is that a I like siege onagers, so I ban bombard cannons kind of bans? We normally see people banning, like... siege onagers or mobile sieves. But Zhao is banning anti-siege onager sieves. Apparently he also doesn't like Koreans. I think he's just banning stuff that's good against Kelts. Kelts aren't banned, actually. Yeah, maybe Zhao can get Kelts. They should probably be sniped, though. Jurchens get a ban, as every time. And there's quite some SO already gone, right? Sicilian's gone, Malian's gone. Mongol's gone. It isn't that many. Spanish Magyars, influential. Berbers, very influential. Japanese, Cuban Saracens. Decently strong admin bans, I would say. Not the strongest I've seen. Like also stuff like Shu. I guess Malay are good after yesterday, but Vikings aren't on that end of the spectrum, right? Okay, it will be Kelt's first pick. No, it will be Kelt's second pick because Zhao tries to hide that it's his first pick. No! Never mind! Van banned the Kelts last! What a mean move towards the Zhao. Man, teasing Zhao with the last second Kelts, exactly. But like, what are your actual predictions, guys? Like, I want some score predictions. I think Zhao is actually... Oh, it feels so weird to say, but I think Zhao might actually be a little bit the better player here. I think I'm giving it 3-2 to Zhao. It always says 4-1 Zhao. That is impossible. Spain's prediction is possible. Because this is a best of 5. No reason to play player 5 in the playoffs. Both go for Slavs. It's Ethiopians for Zhao. Also, if anything I've learned this season is you should not pick Ethiopians. But honestly, there's not much good there. Persians, once again getting ignored, same as yesterday. They're not getting ignored that long though, because Man picks them up, and I think I like Man's draft. So far, Dravidian's a bit early, but Slavs to task Persians pretty good. And I mean, there is Serengeti and Fez. Oh, Dravidian can be decent. You find it early straw? Well, I mean, there's... What is there? I mean, I'm looking at this. There's Wu, Vietnamese, Gujaras that are playable, Burmese. Okay, there is Bulgarian. There's Bulgarian. What? There's Bulgarians and Bengalis. Yeah, it's all troll. Where are Bulgarians and Bengalis? Why did nobody pick Bengalis yet? Holy hell. What? There's Bulgarians at least, but Byzantines, Huns, Ethiopians, and Dravidians before Bengalis? This is Division 10, right? How did they both not see Bengalis? I didn't see it for a while either, but like, I'm casting, I wasn't actively looking. Goths? Before Bengalis? I would just say before Bengalis to every civ now. Vietnamese is at least an alright civ. In its own right. Maybe they had a gentleman's agreement to only pick no, but man doesn't have any B civs yet. Zhao, pick Bengalis. Finally! That's so lucky to get Bengalis as the next to last pick. Holy. Bengalis before Bengalis, yeah. I guess I have to say that now, okay. To sound like Tom Snuffles, they didn't beeline for the Bengalis big enough. Wu! Finally someone picks up Wu! I think Wu are underrated. But Burmese are probably better. But I think Wu are better than Gore. Maybe they need you. Depends on the map, obviously. I've got Scholz, so... There! Man is like, oh shit! I completely forgot Bengalis and he drafted at last! I will have to snipe it! And therefore Zhao gets slaves! This worked out so well for Zhao. This is life, yes, over. That worked out very well for Zhao. Hi, over. He almost reverse sweeper yesterday. It is the man, the mighty Admiral Zhao, setting his own ships on fire while facing the man. The Civ draft is long, so they've already started. And I'm predicting Bulgarians versus Vietnamese for game 1. Let's go on to Runestones. I'm fully wrong. Only Persians is scary for Zhao, and I think he's got a good civ against them. Because we do see the Persians right away. Welcome to the playoffs of Tarnished Deathmatch Season 6. The mighty Zhao is fighting to stay in Division 5. He's doing so with a civ that I don't have good memories of. He's starting with the Ethiopians and a double castle setup. And he is fighting against the man who is starting on the Persians. And I mean, Helvezo versus Elephant seems fine, but what if the Persians just go Savar? We will not find out, because man is going all in elephants. And I think that might exactly be what Ethiopians want the Persians to do here. But what is Zhao doing? All in turtles? Why double castle with Ethiopians? Why are we playing Diplo? Zhao wants to befriend his enemies. This is deathmatch. That's not how it works. Okay, Zhao saw me finishing 2 castles half yesterday, made jokes about it, and now he opens 2 castles with villagers at the same time. I think Zhao misunderstood what he was making fun of me for a tutorial. I did it out of necessity because the one castle was denied, so I shifted them to the others because there were units there. But this is unforced and makes no sense. I mean, he wants 2 castles, I guess. I mean, he's not being rushed, so... But he needs more Rex, right? I mean, only 3 Rex in the starting build? You just want help... so I would have thought. Okay, we're going to help Scorpion. Let's counter with Persian bombard cannons. Not much action elsewhere. Man is very early expanding onto the left side with a lot of villagers. Double TC castle there wants the top map control. That's an important area. Stones and golds there. While he is massing the war elephants. Persian's always strong against Hervesor? Who? Thought Hervesor is good against Persians. Please tell me Zhao is going full totals against the aliens. Well, kind of. He made 24. He did 2 base castles for it. They do have cavalry resistance. So they actually have a bonus against war elephants. They have 3 extra armor against the elephant's attack. That's gonna help massively. They're 58 HP versus the 620. Just in higher divisions, not if people can't ground shot us. Ooh. That's the meanest shots fired on Zhao I've written in a while. If the man thinks he can do anything, it's play Kale Siege on it just so. Or if it's anything, you can play Kales. And Kales mainly do Siege on it. Well, I mean, he's not making SO, so maybe he's thinking along the same way as you. He's making Scorpions. Generally spoken, not to Zhao. No. You made an enemy there. You made an enemy. You can't take it back. Sniper as the bombard cannons against the Scorps. Smart choice by man. I like it. He needs some of his own Scorps though as well. I think would have against the infantry. But it isn't that much infantry, right? The health production was a bit low. Not sure if this fight for man though. You should wait for all of his elephants. Ooh, good SO shots, killing the bombard cannons. Alright, see, the man is microing SO as opposed to snipers slander. The SO are on point by the Zhao. War elephants are still strong though, and as I said, Rex count early was maybe a bit low, so even fighting with half the war elephant army, man wins the fight. It's a very costly fight though. I think this is looking great for Zhao. Man didn't mass up all his elephants, didn't have any scorpions behind against the infantry. And even this a bit weird mix with all those shuttles inside took a very resource efficient fight there for Zhao. He just has to make sure not to die now. But that was like only a 2-1 KD for the full starting war elephant Persian is not good. So good fights for Zhao. They are also okay, castle drop on this northern expansion. Players start very close together. Something we should comment on. So yeah, some stable start could have done I think a lot if you just start Savar and rush a bit and then play more around Savar here as Persians. I think that would have been a better idea. And it's 0 Rams that's not a push yet. Why were we out there then, right? You only push when you want to push, and this was just like fighting. It was just taking a bad fight. It wasn't a push, I guess. Farming forward for man. Yeah, and Zhao is punishing it well. Double castle onto it even. We have like a little side war here. But Zhao is smooth sailing army wise now, 120 to 40. The 40 are war elephants, but commander and crossbow. People get addicted to commander and crossbow again, like ever since Frost did something with them in Ragnarok? Well, that's already 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't know, just make Scorps, guys. Like in a mirror, just make Scorps. Ooh, Siege Ram. Great value for the Siege Ram. Hero Siege Ram took out 3 trebuchets. Mayonnaise Maniac. I usually answer to that ketchup is the worst sauce, but say I usually, I think you were in chat once. Okay, that Hero Ram is bringing some win in the trap war in the north for the man. Zhao is raiding with siege managers, or how do we call this? Who took the market? Yeah, Admiral, of course. But man is getting his res onto the field, and he does have another War Elephant Mason. Now there's nothing here. We were heavily fighting over the north. Zhao shifting everything there. Castle is still standing for man, and he did kill one of Zhao's with that hero ram there. The game is stabilizing a bit, and there is still 43 elephants, so Zhao took a good fight early, but that isn't it yet. As the elephants run into his base, where's Zhao's eco? Here a bit? Fool you, hey, 60 wheels on one woodline. Oi, 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 oi. Main gold is denied. Now the siege launchers are out of position. Is this falling apart for Zhao? It looked so good at the start. The siege launchers are being elephanted. 3 scopes. Okay, 3 scopes are enough to defend them. And he doesn't have any heavies. He doesn't have any resources. I think he took too much market. What do you even need the gold for with Ethiopians? He has tons of scorpions in queue. This eco is, well, Zhao eco. If you want to screenshot it, go ahead. For the Fool's Garden. This is Zhao's eco. He did push the north, but how important was that in this matchup? And now he's being raided by war elephants. Buying food and wood. The classic. I use the market, I take it back. Hey, torsion engines SO should find some hits. We're not really ground attacking there, but torsion engines is helping so we don't have to. And the squads should deal with the last elephant. But man has eco and resources to make more war elephants, and the macro is hugely different between the two players. It's very exposed farms, but I mean Ethiopians are probably not gonna raid, so might end up being fine. But 62 farms in the back for man. Obviously you can't castle the eco that well if you like do this clump start. 16 on gold, so he can produce more elephants, and he is producing more elephants. I think this turned around. It looks good for man. Well, shortles, that's why. Zhao fixed his eco a bit. Still have idols on these farms. Corner eco for Zhao. We do have another fight in the middle. But the big issue is Zhao has no eco to make habitus. And therefore no meat shield in front of the siege. And yeah, the scorps are good. They get bonus damage. But eventually the elephants whittle down the siege. I'd like to see some more siege from man. Man would just make a few bombard cannons or a few of his own onagers, honestly, would be enough. And not just fight this all with elephants. Then I think Zhao would be dead. Wild that Zhao didn't even TC his main gold after taking that hill between them. Yeah, all you need is 60 villagers on one woodline, man, didn't you know? Was siege or first siege? He had bombard cannons at the start of the game. Good positioning. That's trying another angle, but the angle isn't far enough away, so Zhao can actually go there. 18 helps. But there's a bit of eco coming now for Zhao. I think he's gaining back a little bit of control. Man is giving him a bit of time. We'll kill this northern eco probably, but main gold is still completely untouched. This gold is still completely untouched. We've ran through another wood line. Zhao! Macro! Oi, oi, oi. It's the constant migration of villagers. It's like Heuschrecken. How do you say Heuschrecken in English? They just destroy an area and then they wander on to the next one in order to deplete the area, and then they go to this woodline, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. The elephants do the same, just with killing Zhao's base, I guess. Where's Zhao's siege? It's trying to respond. But it's not that much anymore. He selected OTC and put gather point there. I think he's nervous, right? That's something you end up doing when you mistakenly click your will gather point like somewhere forward, and then you're like shit, I don't know which gather points it is. I need to fix all of them, and then you point everything. Yeah, the villagers are still going here. The villagers are all still going there. Oh no. And then you like want to quickly fix it, so you put Alt-C hotkey gather point somewhere instead of like rearranging all of them. It's an easy to fall in trap when you're trying to play fast. The best way to avoid this is not trying to play fast. I was never nervous, he's always strong and confident, as fitting for a different player. I believe you. Man's elephants are also strong and confident, and there is no reaction by Zhao on the farms at all. All the dead wills. I'm about to cry, guys. Zhao's trying to micro his army, I think. Emphasis on trying. That's too many elephants now. Turns out if you actually have an eco, that's not all going to a gather point in the nothingness. You can make more army and overcome your foes. The opening was so much better for Zhao, but this game was won by macro. And man had the better macro. Between these two ranked deathmatch legends, man will win the most important ranked map. He will win Runestones. Is our gather point still here? Still chilling. How's our wood plundering horde going? To the next wood line. No, it can't go to the next wood line because there's a castle here. And that's when the eco can't be migrating anymore, and when Admiral Zhao calls the G. Did Zhao not have any building killing siege of his own after that big first fight? That is indeed correct. He made some bombard cannons then. He killed the TC. They're probably in game 2, so let's not spend too much time on this on the statistics screen. And we saw what happened, right? And that is unfortunately the Ethiopian second pick going down for the Zhao. To the Persians of the man. We're going to Fez as the home map of Admiral Zhao. So I think it's Bulgarians. I'm just gonna guess Bulgarians until I get them, I guess. Bulgarians versus Tatars? Maybe it's the Burmese, because the elephants worked so well. Yeah, maybe man's just looking to repeat. It's Bulgarians versus Burmese. Let's see if I'm right. We have mods for predictions, go ahead, but I don't think we do. And should have stuck with my first guess. But close. Welcome to game number 2. We've got Man on the Tatars and Admiral Zhao on the Bulgarians. I predicted Zhao right. Another SO Civ. Will he send all the... Which is the wood line where all his TC gather points will be? I bet this one. I'm being mean. Sorry, Zhao. Zhao was mean yesterday though, so it's fair. Yeah, I agree with Spaden. With you, Spaden. Overkill for anybody. We start with 4 stables and 5 rangers. So no Rex. Makes sense, I think. And then as the Bulgarians, we do have only 2 Rex, so quick into Conic SO. Lots of workshops. Okay, never mind. There's 2 more barracks. Early crab post defends the starting Camel Rush. Now shifting on to the next one. Don't think you need multiple people on crab posts really. It's not a castle. You can just put it one by one. Man is not really rushing anyways. He's just taking map control. Making very defensive castles on the gold side. I'm not sure if I should still do the Fez intro, but this is Fez. We've got gold in the south, shawfish in the middle, woodlands in the north, and then 2 islands with stone and relics we can work over. But I would like the castles like you have initial map control, maybe more here. But I guess that's what Zhao is expecting, because he's trying to deny it there. CA rolling forward, Zhao also sending like sentries to the gold area. He isn't moving out himself with villagers yet, instead going for a market. Market with Bulgarians. Like, I'm a big marketer, but Bulgarians is no civ that I market with. Maybe he just wants to take it away from Tatars. When if you're looking for a reason to market and you have a civ that doesn't want to market, you can always market because to take it away from your opponent. There's always a reason to market. Guess that's our logic, but maybe he will have to buy it back again. Oh, we do have true Javisties here. True, there's more. Thank you. Predictions. Let's go. You can bet on the man, or you can bet on the Admiral. Who's the real man? Who will bend the fire? Or the air, I guess, if you want to counter Zhao. PC's coming up on the wood line. Very calm start to game number 2. Zhao is now looking to expand. Man already has his first very defensive castle up. It's only 1 villager on the gold area. I feel like sending more could be worthwhile. He's actually castling the stone in the north. Something I have never seen at the start of the season, and I feel like I see more and more towards the end of the season. The north becoming more important on Fez. I think Fez, we had a really nice development this season. I think it's a really good map. I think we should bring Fez back next season. I think Outprop really needs a pause now. And it's a bit the same style as Fez, so that didn't make too much sense to have both anyways. But I would like to keep Fez, I think, for next season. It's been a really good map. Wait, the Greece says Fez is a great map. It was Lord Turfok's idea to turn Maghreb into a DM map, so praise to Turfox, I guess. Zhao is shooting the air. Bit like when he's meeting the avatar. He did actually kill one there. So, guess it's worth it. Okay, big fight coming up. Is it? Man, it's just positioning. I mean, I think that's fine, right? Positioning, sniping, keeping the map control. Man is playing well. Zhao's in trouble. TC denied in the north. I think man looks in form today. What died more here? Zhao's units or man's units? Well, quite some camels. It's probably still value even if he killed his own halberdiers. Is that castle really going up there, right next to Zhao's army? That should never go up, no? It's fine. Says Sniper. Who's Lemon King right now? Or Mojito's Lemon King? Both going to the stones. Big armies for both, and when we are pop-capped with big armies, we always need to look for if people have trebuchets. And it's looking a bit slim for Zhao. He only has one trebuchet and can't make more. Making castles in the south, I guess he wants to make traps. And now shifting onto an attack of the base. Makes sense, he sees all of Zhao's slow army in the south. But he doesn't have siege himself, so both kind of in the same... I have big army but forgot to make traps in time zone. That we tend to see a lot on mid-elo. Time for man to honor his own units a bit, but jumps onto the siege archers of Zhao. So far man is, I think, taking better engagements than last game, and even with the terrible ones. Ah! Okay, it's really time for man to shoot his own units as well. Zhao has a good defense in the center and in the left. Hi Maxi. Holy shit, since when does Maxi so many muscles? Been streaming too much. Man can't even copy my own unit kills, just once he ate it. Zhao's for better. Okay, I mean, Zhao's dealing with all of this, Hacker Coco. And he's holding his good defense well. Your first game of the season? No, I don't remember. That's why I didn't react. That's it. That's like a year ago, man. That was last year. Who remembers what happened last year? Against who was that? We're getting a lot of self-kills here on both sides, man. Zhao's now shooting his own units again. I mean, I guess man only killed one, so it wasn't that good. That will fizzle out, I think, the siege push. But finally a good shot for the Zhao. Another decent one. What's happening on the left side? Zhao is pushing there with some Habidius and some trebuchets. That's a Dutch monastery if I've ever seen one in the middle of the south. Like, how is that gonna give you something long term? Castle next to a crab host is a take as well, but I guess it's on a hill. It's in the middle of the gold area, so relatively important here. Zhao now switching towards that southern fight. Man trying to snipe these things, but it's mainly CA, so they're not really good at sniping the trebuchets. And Zhao does have a decent push here in the south, has some northern control as well. It's not the only relic for man, at least. The others are probably in the north. Yeah, also in front of the castle. Broski. Decent for Zhao. Let's. Should we take a look at his eco, or are we too scared to look at Zhao's eco? I'm kind of scared. Man has a lot on gold. Shorefishers, little bit of farms. The TC gather point. Oh no, the TC gather point. The TC gather point. These villagers are meant to go to stone, but they're not going to stone. The TC gather point is here. Oh, yeah, ciao. Don't all TC gather point every game. I was so scared to look at it. I thought I was joking, but I was right. You make TCs on the stone and then you send the villagers across half the map to the bottom. boy. That's how we can lose games long term. It's still an even game. He's taking good engagements. He's relatively pushing on the gold side. Man is taking all the gold really quickly though. It's like fully saturating every pile here, so he can accrue a bank by that. Sneaky C-Tram play in the north. Zhao's eco, like farm eco. Okay, he's farming around the southern area. Does have one relic here. His army fizzles out a bit too, and there's the cave archers for the Tartars. And the later the game goes, the better it gets for Tartars with the better CA here. Bulgarians should probably still add their own TC. Their own CA. Not sure though. Yeah, Zhao wants to steal the relic. There is a character there to deny it. The monks are a bit confused. One dies. That monk starts healing, so we're not taking it. Trap gets hit. Trap post goes down. And it appears it's all going south for the Zhao again. Parents just need scorps apparently. Well, one scorp. That's a really bad fight. For Zhao. Well, the biggest waste of pop is just taking these fights with 20 against 40. I guess it's a waste of rest and not a waste of pop. Oh no, oh no, oh no, that's the TC gather point striking again. Zhao. I think Zhao should take the all TC hotkey. Yeah, but he still needs to produce wills though, right? But maybe just play a few games without all TC hotkey? Would that help him? Yeah, the point is still here, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's why I'm saying let's go both. Two ogres. Don't think Zhao can stop this. He's trickling in units, he's still trickling his villagers into the fight. Now the gather point is even here. This is so painful with the TC, all TC gather point thing. I thought it's nerfs, but does Zhao always do this? It's especially bad on face because you really want your villagers on your different areas, right? You want these villagers to go to wood, these villagers to go to stone. One villager was cute here, the other villagers. That's the one that made the TCs. The two stone TCs never produced a villager that went to stone. They all produced villagers that went to here. During the turn, yeah, but I wonder if he always does this. If he does this only because he's nervous in the tournament games, or if that's something he really tends to do, as the GG is called, to set all of his TC gather points to the same spot. His nerves. Fast speed, if he's only playing DM, man. He should be used to fast speed. Yeah, I mean, if it's not nerfs, it's something really easy to fix. And even if it's nerfs, it's something that you can focus more of your attention on. When the end takes better fights. Man played really well, I think. He had like the early little groups of units to take out the siege managers and delay the push, and then the Cavachomas carried. Zhao seems nervous, but Man also seems in very good form. There's that too. This is a scary man. Today. And here we get the 2-0. I hope Zhao doesn't retire. We need him in the scene, man. Can't have the Zhao retiring. Tatars get a win over the Bulgarians. He does eco better in practice? Okay. We're going to Sunburn. What tips will we see on Sunburn? We've got Huns for Zhao or Slavs, but we saw in the finals that they're not that great. I guess it's gonna be Goth versus... But you don't want to play Huns. It has to be Goth versus Slav, right? I don't see anything else but Goth versus Slavs here. Draft-wise. Oh, 20 viewers at this time. Nice, I guess. And yeah, there was no other option. It is Goths versus Slavs for game number 3. Can Zhao defend this? I'm worried. We do have barracks and a castle. Ooh, not many barracks. Here comes the Hussar. He's deleting the castle, putting it one tile away. It's a good adaptation, because castle on the TC can cost you games. Alright, let me pause the ads. Can't? It says I have one left. Ah, shit. That's a lie, apparently. I'm sorry. As man gets a big hit. Oh no. Oh no. Zhao, relax. He's trying to clump. Can he close the clump? It's kind of closed. Man is not doing the same mistake that Omar did yesterday. He's not going for champions. He's going for Huskarls. He added 8 helps though, so that's a bit of a misplay as well. And it's costing him tempo. Clump is, I think, closed for Zhao, but without houses. So he's housed at 10. Never mind, the house went up somewhere. Oh, the barracks went up. Well, I guess that's fine. He's Slavs. I forgot he's Slavs. Okay, it's alright. It's alright. We'll get the castle up. Now, don't have a building die. Man is trying to get into the clump. Think it's looking good. The HP on the buildings are looking alright. He's getting champs out. He's getting onagers out. This castle is a bit on the edge. No, the Huskar number is too high. Huskars are too good at this. There's not enough space to build. He tried to build with everything, but the foundation falls. Castle is up. Siege launchers are there though, so he kind of defends it. I think he didn't lose a villager even. Okay, good moves. He's trying to get siege out. He's trying to get champs out. He needs to keep boyas as well. Boyas are cute. The big flood is coming though, and the clump has been opened. It's so many Huskars. It's so many Huskars. Man is doing this nicely with lots of houses and only 5 barracks. Great play. Already switching on to siege. Man is playing the Goths here really well. But there is some army, there is some defense. The Huskars do start to die. There is some hope. Second castle on the way, but there's a bombard cannon out for man. Well, he's clearing all the army. I mean, I think Zhao's fine. Lots more Huskars to come though. There's still something in the queue. There's even still gold 12 bombard cannons for man. Now may have this, still only 27 army. You can't move out yet, I think. You just need to, I don't know, repair. The bombard cannons are being a real pain. Now Zhao is forced to kind of try to take them out. He's failing to do so, and he's losing army numbers that he can't really afford to lose. Still taking good trades over here, I think, with the champions. Gets another castle up. I think you just let this fall and you build new castles. But there's 102 army on the field. No treadmill crane is still slowing down the buildings massively. And That is pressure that Zhao will have trouble holding, I feel. I mean, he's getting some queue out. He has 130 champions in the queue. Castle falls. Production is coming up, but there's no protection anymore. Soon the queue is empty for man, though. Does have the bombard cannons. Bombard cannons should focus on the buildings. There's a siege onager that gets taken out. Siege onagers are out of position. Zhao has no army on the field. And he's losing his TC. Where's villagers? 2 villagers only! No! He's losing all his vills. Zhao will be defeated. Zhao defeated in the last game of the playoffs. Oh my god. He has 1 villager left. This is Zhao's last villager. And he doesn't have a TC. The worst ending possible to the series. Zhao calls GG's with 0 villagers and 0 TCs. Man, looking fantastic today. Very, very good Goth Rush by Man. He looked also really strong the first 2 games. The man was in form today. I said before this game, we can't have you retire, man. You're needed for the scene. So, I'm sorry, I would have to decline. I get the frustration, though. And I said the same this season, so can't blame you for saying it. Still hope you don't. Man played really, really good today, and I think Slavs are just too slow for this map. I tested them. I'm very convinced they are too slow. On equal still. I don't think they're good. Frost agreed after the winners interview, so yeah. And that was really good Goth play by Man. Didn't make too many racks, focused on houses, got siege up quick. Noticed the weak point in the base. I think Zhao is fine if this castle has more building space on it. It's so dumb. If this siege workshop is like 1 tile, that's the dumb part about clump games or clump vs Goth games. I've had this many times with Leaf in tournaments, situations like this. If this siege workshop is 1 more tile towards the north, and there's 1 more tile for the villagers to get to this castle, or that siege workshop is 1 more tile there. If more than 3 villagers can build this castle, Zhao wins this game, I think. Because then they could outbuild and this wouldn't happen. And then it's a pretty smooth game for him. Then he can delete something, maybe make some more castles. I think against Goth you need more than 2. I mean, with 2 castles it would have been fine. That's just super unlucky, like that 1 tile not going up. But Man did play amazing with the Goth. So well played to Man. Promised Zhao win interview, so I guess I have to ask Man. Can't seem biased here, right? Even if it's salt to the wounds of the Zhao. He'll come back with stronger memes, Man. And I think there's some helpful pointers in the VOD. But maybe relax a bit before you... Big sexy! Okay, that's a greeting. Thanks for the raid, bro. Rod 10 AoE. Very committed chatters, always all calling me. I'm used to getting called cute because I'm an Otter. This is new. But you're correct, obviously. Oh, but that was not the right channel. Isn't it Broad 10 AoE? Let's see. Ah, there we go. Let's watch a clip of you. Thanks for the raid. We unfortunately just finished the series.
Exactly. You love that too much. I'm not gonna let it down this whole stream.
I don't know why my name's not been like
Like Otter fucking banned.
yeah.
Oh god.
I just know that it's a very powerful fallacy and I won't be able to deal with it when it comes to.
No one wants to fuck
Oh
with
no,
it.
African clearing!
Oh.
Shit map. Worst map in L2. But it sounded like you're having fun. Let's talk to the man! Hello, hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, how's it going, man?
How's it going, man? That's what I should ask you, because you're the man, and you're a Division 5 player.
How good?
Great play by you. I think there was overall really strong performance by you, especially game 2 and game 3. It didn't see you doing much wrong.
Okay, thank you.
How did it feel
to
for
be honest,
you?
like, I thought he would choose Scholz. Like, that's a guaranteed win. Like, it's very weird he didn't choose it as his first pick.
Okay, yeah, I see. Or maybe he wanted to keep it for like game 4, then to have momentum for the game 5.
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah, he picked Sunburn as game 3 in a maybe manner to get it over with. What would you have played on Scholz?
Oh, actually, I picked Goth on Scholz because it was a throwaway anyways. So.
Oh, okay. So,
But then when it didn't, like, I thought he would pick it the first pick, like after Constance, but he didn't. So I just picked it on Sunburn. Yeah.
okay, yeah, I mean, what was your initial plan then draft-wise for Sunburn? Because I don't see a clear Sunburn Civ in your draft either.
Yeah, I wasn't sure actually. Like I thought he would pick Scholz first, so I'll do that, and then we can go to Runestone, Serengeti. And then I'll see what's left and just pick the best one. Maybe Burmese could work.
Yeah, that was my other thought, yeah. So you picked Sunburn as a homer, but didn't really draft for it. That's interesting. I mean, ended up fine. You had like maybe 2 potential civs for it.
I mean, I had Slavs, but he like chopped it.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a backup actually.
And as I just said, I don't think Slavs are that good on the map, but were you happy with your draft overall?
Yeah, I think it was okay. Like, if you see the bans, like, everything is banned, right? Like, all the fast civs, mostly. Spanish maggers, Japanese Cumans, Malians. So yeah, it was a weird draft.
Sorry, go on.
No, I mean, it was like everything was banned. So yeah, you had to work with what you're given.
So you would have preferred a draft with more like fast civs? You prefer to play fast civs more, or?
No, like, it would be more dynamic, right? I mean, for me and him, like, we were just cornered into, I don't know. Yeah, not very A-tier civs, I think.
Yeah, lots were banned. What happened to Bengalis here? Did you just not see them? Because, well, he drafted them late and he sniped them as a late pick. Can you explain what happened?
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know, man. I don't like to play them that much. That's it. But they're probably very strong. But I'm just not used to them too much.
It's really easy to play, right? You just like make a lot of
start with the racks, make a lot of
buildings.
Like the late game, for example, I'm not sure what they have, like stuff like that.
Yeah,
like, let's say
who needs to know, right? I mean, you win in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lose or win in 10 minutes. So.
Okay, yeah, and you don't like
I'm more comfortable with the other civs, I think.
All right, yeah, game 1 was, I think, the closest game we had, if we want to talk about that. You took a really bad fight initially. Or how did it feel to you? Because initially I thought you were behind.
Yeah, I was behind at first. Like, I think I took a massively bad fight. I built too many cannons, I think. Like, I lost too many golds in that. And he actually sniped most of them, so that was terrible. And I thought I would just consolidate a bit. Just try to build up my army and attack everywhere. Like, his army is slow. So if I just distract him a bit, I would gain some time until I can build up and just go in.
Yeah, you came back really well. Like you had good macro that game, and then the annoyance raids with the elephants. That was exactly the road to come back.
Yeah.
Well, Zhao's
I
eco
mean, I
wasn't the
was worried
best.
if he just got. I think if I just got traps and just went through my base, he would just. I think he would just win at this point.
Yeah, he didn't have traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the other point.
Yeah, but I think like the first fight like was really terrible. Like I thought I would be even at least, but I lost a lot, especially with the cannons dying.
What do you think about playing Wasava in that matchup? I thought you could play this more calf heavy instead of like the full elephant clump that you did.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he would go camels and that wouldn't, like the full Sava wouldn't work. So that's why I just went elephant and maybe just add a few calf to snipe the siege. But
Okay.
I mean, that was my thought.
No, I can see that. And yeah, it was a really nice comeback for you. So must have felt good going into Fest. And you already said you were surprised he picked Fest second. What were your thoughts on this Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised he picked Ethiopians in Runestones. Like, I thought he would pick maybe Slavs. And then on Fez, he picked Bulgarians. Yeah, I think like Bulgarians is a good pick, but I think I had like more mobility, sort of. He was always moving with his SO, but I could attack everywhere freely.
Yeah, I think that's like you played that super well. Obviously there were some trades, but you were like mobile everywhere, sniped all the siege managers, and didn't really give him room to breathe. And then eventually the CA mass was able to overwhelm the gold. I don't have too many questions because I think you played that game exactly right.
Yeah, so what's the questions?
Yeah, I don't have a question for the first game, just compliments. So.
Okay, yes. I thought you said you had too many questions, so I thought, okay.
No, I don't have many
yeah.
because you didn't do any questionable things on Fest.
Okay. No, like basically, I think mid game I tried to attack mid somehow just to because I know his mass was elsewhere. He's trying to kill one castle.
Yeah.
But I think he went back with his SO, so I had to save the gold on the left, and then I just switched back to the bottom. I mean,
I saw at some point you had 70 on gold. So were you thinking you might lose the gold side to the siege archer push, and you just wanted to get all the gold before you lose control?
no, I think I just spam on gold anyways in any game. So I think that's a default case for me.
Okay.
Just spam on gold, and then I run out of everything else. Then I'm in trouble.
Okay, so your macro looked better than you make it sound right now, but that's a bit what we saw on Zhao's side,
But
just
I
with
think,
spamming too much.
I think with starters it's a bit easy because the army is balanced. Like you spend everything in gold and food and wood. It's always balanced. It's not heavy on anything. That's why maybe it worked. But if I was like heavy on food, for example, I didn't have enough farms, so I might have been in trouble.
Yeah, and you didn't want to market with them anyways, then you just sent it off to gold.
Yeah, I think did Zhao take the market every game? I mean, except for the last one, right?
Yeah, I didn't quite understand it with Bulgarians. I mean, there's always the reason to take it away from you, but you weren't too interested in it anyway, so I guess that didn't work. And with Bulgarians,
Yeah,
you
I mean,
don't. They also have a balanced
I know
comp, right?
though.
They don't really want to market themselves.
Yeah, he always takes the market. So I just don't bother. I said, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, I think that worked out well. And with the Goth game on Sunburn, I guess you expected Slavs, and you already kind of explained the reasoning why you just thought, okay, that might work. Obviously, the other choice is Hans, which is also good for Goth.
To be honest, I wasn't sure I was gonna. Like, I wasn't really confident about that game. Like, I thought like if I didn't win at the start, it's done, right? You're gonna, it's gonna go over me.
That's
and I thought like I was planning for the other games. To be honest, like I thought I'd just be got here, whatever happens, and then maybe the other games go well. Like I was planning maybe if you go to Serengeti, I still had Dravidians, for example. and Scholz are just, I don't know, just maybe pick a random one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lose
Serengeti.
anyways.
Dravidians on Serengeti would have been amazing. I think he can't do much against that with his Sith, so
Yeah, I think
kind of
it's
had
like I played
prepared
twice, I
for that.
think, on that map. It was okay. So yeah, the Ghost was like basically what I tried to push. If it worked, worked. If it doesn't, yeah. And I tried to get like fast cannons at some point.
So you managed to close this clump, but then there was that one castle where you overwhelmed. Did you think you would be able to overwhelm that castle, or were you just like, okay, I try, maybe here this is the angle?
Oh, you mean the one at the back?
Yeah,
I mean,
that
it
was the
the only
crucial
one
moment
that
of the
wasn't.
game, I think.
Yeah, I thought like he didn't have enough villagers on it, right? And it was like it didn't have enough. It wasn't built enough. Like the other ones were already built, so I just tried to kill that one faster.
Yeah, there was no space for him to fit more villagers onto it. That was the issue. I
Yeah.
think there's a champion blocking one build space as well, now that I'm looking at it closely, but obviously nobody can see that in game. And then from there on out, I
Yeah.
think it got chaotic. But you also played the goths really well. You didn't overmake barracks. You made a lot of houses. I mean, obviously you are very experienced in playing DM.
Yeah, but like I said, it was a bit risky. Like if his clump worked, that's it. I mean, I should just resign. Or just like the game could stall a bit. But like I thought, the worst case was just could deny his eco for some time. Maybe I could just deprive him of gold or something. But
yeah, that's how it goes in the matchup. Yeah, but congratulations, really clean play by you, I think. Zhao looked a bit nervous maybe, but you played really well, and now you're in Division 5 next season, and we'll get to play people like Tusky. Are you looking forward to that?
yeah, I mean, let's see if I'm gonna play the next season. If I do, I'm looking forward to it for sure. And thank you for casting. Like I think you've done a great job, like casting everything, like keeping track of all the games. That was really great for me.
Thank you. There's also so many other good casters this season. We're spoiled with only
Yeah, but I
casting
think
focus.
you covered most of the games. Like, and yeah, I do really appreciate like the other casters too stepping in. But yeah,
Thanks a lot for playing, and congrats again, and enjoy your victory.
Okay.
Have a
Take
good
care.
one. It was the man, guys. Still hope that Zhao doesn't leave us. But good performance by man. All deserved. And I'll go to shower now. See you can rate. Chicks is streaming in English.